The city of St. Louis is now suing the state of Missouri over state control of the St. Louis Police Department. The lawsuit filed just hours ago claims the takeover law is unconstitutional. 5 on your Sergeant Laura Barczewski is live from the police department to break it down. Laura.
Mike, this lawsuit brought by the city's attorney as well as Board of President Alderman Megan Green says that this is coming on the night of a new chapter for our city. This is the night before a new mayor is inaugurated. We have a new session starting for the Board of Aldermen and also the start of city talks for the budget, which at this point would be affected by this state takeover law. It's a lawsuit several St. Louis city leaders said was coming. It challenges the new law, which in the coming weeks will allow a state board to take control of the St. Louis Police Department. Board of Aldermen President Megan Green says the law violates the First Amendment rights of St. Louis elected officials. The law itself says it prohibits officers of the city from any action that could be found to, quote, in any manner impede, obstruct, hinder, or interfere with the state board.
And so as elected officials, our residents, our constituents, they look for us to be speaking out for things that are not happening in their best interests. And so we're going after that one provision to make sure that as elected officials, we do have the ability to speak out about taking away local control.
Green says they believe the law also violates the Hancock Amendment of the Missouri Constitution, which prohibits the state from imposing unfunded mandates on cities.
Because the state is going after us and saying that we have to dedicate this amount of money to our budget, regardless of whether we're in a recession, regardless of whether our federal funding gets cut, which are very real possibilities at the moment, it could potentially put the city in a very precarious financial position.
She says right now the city dedicates about 23% of the budget to policing. The new law requires 25%.
Do you think at this point that this 25% number is going to be sustainable or possible for the city of St. Louis?
You know, that is a really difficult question to answer, I'll be real. We know that if some of the federal cuts go through, the city could be looking at losing $162 million. We also know that there's been repeated attempts to take away the earnings tax.
The mayor's office, St. Louis Police Department, and the governor's office all said they cannot comment on pending litigation. However, the governor's office did say they will be appointing that transition director to start that process very soon. As far as the lawsuit goes, Green says it will likely move quickly as they have to finalize the city budget by July 1st. Reporting live downtown, Laura Barczewski, 5 on your side.